Let me ask you something. Have you ever laid in bed at night staring at the ceiling thinking, what if I lose my job tomorrow? How am I going to pay that bill? Will I ever be able to retire? You're not alone. Your financial health controls more of your life than you realize. Your peace of mind, your relationships, your mental health, even your future. But most people never learn how to get control. In this full financial masterclass, I will be breaking down 7 powerful factors that affects your financial health, and I will give you simple, actionable steps to fix each one, no matter where you are today. Whether you're struggling with debt, or you simply want to build wealth the right way, this video could be the turning point. At the end of this class, you'll have a personal roadmap to financial confidence and security. Let's get started. Do you know that 80% of people will never achieve true financial freedom, while millions are drowning in debt and stressed about money every single day? But not you, because today, right here, right now, you're about to learn the ultimate blueprint that wealthy people quietly use to build generational wealth. No complicated jargon, no get-rich-quick schemes, just real, actionable steps you can start today, no matter your income, no matter your starting point. Stick around. This video could change your financial future forever. If you're serious about escaping the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, if you want to eliminate debt, build real savings, invest confidently, and eventually achieve full financial independence, whether you're 18 or 80, millionaire or just starting out, the good news, you have control. Starting today, we will master income stability, spending habits, debt management, savings and emergency funds, credit score, investment behavior, financial literacy and planning. So let's dive deep. Grab a pen and a notebook because I promise you're going to want to review this over and over again. First up, income stability, the bedrock of financial health. Let's start at the absolute foundation of your financial life, income stability. Because here's the brutal truth. You can't build wealth if your income is bouncing up and down like a roller coaster. You need predictable, stable cash flow. Without that, budgeting becomes impossible. Saving becomes inconsistent. Investing becomes risky. And every unexpected bill feels like a crisis. So let's break this down. Why income stability is non-negotiable. Stable income gives you predictability. You know exactly what's coming in monthly. Security. You can cover your bills without anxiety. Planning power. You can confidently build long-term plans. Peace of mind. You sleep better at night. Unstable income creates financial anxiety, missed bills, debt accumulation, relationship strain. I often say this, an unstable income is like building your dream house on quicksand. One storm and everything collapses. If you have irregular income, if you're self-employed, freelance, or have seasonal income, you need a safety system. Step 1. Track your income for at least 6 months. Step 2. Identify your lowest earning month. Step 3. Build your monthly budget around that lowest number. Everything you earn above that becomes your income buffer. That buffer becomes a mini emergency fund for your lean months. Open a separate savings account just for your income buffer. Diversifying your income streams. Never rely on just one stream of income. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Let's list a few ideas. Active side hustles. Freelancing, consulting, coaching, tutoring, Uber, DoorDash. Semi-passive. Online courses, affiliate marketing, digital products, YouTube or blogging. Passive. Dividend stocks, rental income, royalties. REITs, real estate investment trusts. The key is not to chase hype, but to build consistency. Small, steady streams beat gambling every single time. As Robert Kiyosaki famously said, it's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. Don't just work for money. Make your money work for you. Long-term goal. Build multiple income streams that continue growing, even when you're not actively working. Build an income foundation strong enough that losing one stream won't ruin your finances. Take control because control is greater than dependency. Master income stability, and you've poured the concrete for your wealth skyscraper. Let's look at the second factor, spending habits, the silent wealth killer or silent wealth builder. Let me ask you something powerful. If I gave you $1 million today, would it make you rich? Not if you spend like you're worth 2 million. That's why in this session, we're diving into the silent assassin of your wealth journey, your spending habits. Why spending habits matter more than income. Do you know how many NBA players go broke after retiring? 60% within 5 years, and they made tens of millions. So clearly, the issue isn't income, it's spending. It's not what you earn, it's what you keep. Common spending traps that destroy wealth. 1. Lifestyle inflation. You get a raise and upgrade your car, then another raise, and now it's a bigger apartment. Suddenly you're making double, but saving nothing. This is called lifestyle creep. You increase your expenses every time you increase your income. 2. Emotional spending. Bad day? New shoes. Feeling stressed? Impulse buy. Lonely? More online orders. That's emotional spending, and it adds up faster than you think. 3. Subscription creep. Let's talk about the small silent killer. $10 here, $7.99 there, $25 for that premium membership you forgot you had. Now you're paying $200, $300 per month on things you barely use. Let's look at the latte factor. The latte factor. Small habits, big impact. Let me break down the latte factor for you. Daily coffee, $5. 30 days, $150. 1 year, $1,800. 10 years, with 7% investment return, $26,000 plus. That's the power of compound spending, or compound saving. Every dollar you spend today is a future dollar you never invest. Consider the 50-30-20 rule, a simple budgeting framework. Here's an easy structure. 50% of your income goes to needs, for instance, rent, groceries, bills. 30% to wants, for instance, dining out, Netflix, hobbies, while 20% goes to savings and debt repayment. If you can flip that to 30% savings, you'll accelerate your wealth exponentially. Use certified budgeting apps to fix your spending habits. Use the bank audit strategy to monitor entries on your account every 30 days. Print your statements. Highlight all non-essential spending. Total it up. Ask, what would happen if I invested even half of this instead? Automation. Automate your savings so you save before you spend. Cash envelope method. For overspenders, withdraw cash and allocate to labeled envelopes. No card, no overspending. Mindset shift. Delayed gratification equals long-term wealth. Here's one of the most powerful wealth habits. Learn to say no to small pleasures now, so you can say yes to big dreams later. That's how wealth is built, one decision at a time. Clean living equals clean finances. Minimalism is your friend. Fewer purchases equals fewer regrets. Less clutter equals less stress. More simplicity equals more savings. Wealth isn't having a lot of stuff, it's having a lot of options. Chris Rock. Your wealth-building strategy will be to track your expenses daily for 30 days, even if it's just a notes app or spreadsheet. Build awareness. Then, cancel 2 to 3 recurring charges. Reallocate that money to a savings or investment account. Repeat monthly. Action plus consistency equals control in summary. Control your spending, and you control your future. Ignore your spending, and it will quietly control you. Up next is debt management, escaping the trap. Debt. For some, it's a stepping stone to wealth. For others, it's a lifelong prison. But here's the truth. Debt isn't evil. It's a tool, like fire. It can cook your dinner or burn your house down. In this session, we're going to break down how to take back control of your financial life by managing and defeating bad debt once and for all. There are 2 faces of debt, good versus bad. The good debt. Debt like student loans, if for a high ROI degree. Business loans, when building an asset. Mortgages, for appreciating property. Good debt is strategic. It is used to increase your future earning power. Bad debt, on the other hand, are debts like credit cards with high interest, payday loans, buy now, pay later, BNPL, traps, auto loans you can't afford. Bad debt depreciates in value or exists to fuel instant gratification. The rule of thumb: if the item doesn't go up in value and you couldn't buy it with cash, you shouldn't finance it. The real cost of bad debt. Let's say you owe $5,000 on a credit card with 22% interest. You make only minimum payments? That $5,000 turns into $12,000 plus paid over 12 years. Just in interest. That's thousands of dollars you could have used to invest, save, or even travel the world. Bad debt isn't just costing you money, it's costing you freedom. Here is the psychology of debt. Debt creates shame. Shame leads to avoidance. Avoidance leads to missed payments. Missed payments lead to lower credit scores. And the cycle repeats. That's why the first step isn't numbers. It is facing the reality. Let's consider the step-by-step debt strategy. 1. List all your debts. Make a full list. Amount owed, interest rate, minimum payment, due date. Use a spreadsheet, debt payoff app, or pen and paper. But don't guess. Know it, and own up. 2. Choose a payoff method. Avalanche method. Pay extra on the highest interest debt first. Save the most on interest over time. Snowball method. Pay off the smallest balance first. Build momentum and motivation. Choose the method that keeps you consistent. 3. Negotiate your rates. Did you know you can call your lenders and ask for lower interest rates? Use scripts like, "Hey, Mr. Lender, I've been a customer for 3 years. I'd love to stay with your company, but this rate is hurting my ability to repay. Can we work something out?" Also consider balance transfers, 0% APR promotions, credit counseling, debt consolidation loans, only from legit institutions. 4. Freeze the bleeding. Stop adding new debt. Freeze credit cards. Literally put them in a container of water in your freezer. Delete saved payment information from Amazon or shopping apps. Use cash or debit only. 5. Automate your payments. Prevent missed due dates. Boost your credit score over time. Set it and forget it until you're debt-free. Understand your credit utilization. Key rule: keep your credit utilization below 30%, ideally below 10% for top-tier credit scores. If your limit is $5,000, don't carry more than $1,500 in balances. High utilization hurts your credit score, increases your debt spiral risk. The remedy to this is to request higher limits or pay balances down early. Emotional recovery from debt. Debt doesn't define you, but it does teach you. Every payment you make is proof that you're disciplined, you're committed, you're taking control. Celebrate every small win. Your mindset is the engine behind your financial comeback. Use Debt Elimination Toolbox, apps to help, undebt it, help to build payoff plans, visualize progress. Tally, manages credit cards, automates payments. Savvy, negotiates and consolidates payments for you. Read books that can help, books like The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey, Your Money or Your Life by Vicki Robin, Debt-Free Degree by Anthony O'Neill, for student loans. Consider professional help. You're in collections, being sued for debt, considering bankruptcy, getting creditor harassment calls. Then connect with a non-profit credit counseling agency, not payday debt repair scams. NFCC, National Foundation for Credit Counseling, local consumer credit unions. Take these action plan summaries seriously. List your debts. Pick your strategy, avalanche or snowball. Stop using credit for wants. Call and negotiate rates. Automate and repeat. Debt freedom isn't a dream. It's a sequence of small, boring, consistent wins. That's how you escape. So, now you know how to break the chains of debt. You're not alone in this. But now that you're informed, you're no longer powerless. Emergency funds and savings. Your financial airbag. You wouldn't drive without a seatbelt. You wouldn't race without an airbag. So why are millions of people living without financial protection? When life hits with job losses, illness, car repairs, the people with savings survive. The ones without spiral. This session is about building your financial airbag. It's not optional, it's mission critical. The psychology of saving. Most people don't save because they think they don't make enough. They don't feel the urgency. They rely on credit as a safety net. But savings is not about the amount, it's about the habit. Even $10 a week builds muscle. What is an emergency fund? It's a cash reserve for unplanned, non-recurring events. Job loss, medical emergencies, major home or car repair, family crisis. It is not for concert tickets, sales, upgrading your phone. This fund keeps you from falling into bad debt when life throws a punch. How much should you save? Starter goal, $1,000, Dave Ramsey's beginner target. Standard goal, 3 to 6 months of expenses. If your monthly costs equals $2,500, you need $7,500 to $15,000 in liquid savings. If you're a freelancer, business owner, or in a volatile industry, aim for 6 to 12 months. Where should you keep it? Keep it liquid, safe, and accessible. Use high-yield savings account or online banks like Ally, Marcus, SoFi. 4 to 5% APY in 2025. Use money market accounts. You can keep cash for true emergencies, but a small amount. Don't put it in the stock market, crypto, locked CDs, or retirement accounts. Your emergency fund is about safety, not return on investment. There are 3-tier savings system. Tier 1, micro buffer, $500 to $1,000. This is for unexpected small expenses like flat tire, etc. Tier 2, emergency fund, 3 to 6 months. This is for true protection from crisis. Tier 3, opportunity fund. This is for when life hands you good surprises, investment, travel, business chance. Savings isn't just a defense mechanism, it's equally an attack measure too. Set it and forget it automation. Auto-transfer a percentage of each paycheck. Start with 10%, aim for 20%. Name your accounts emergency only or peace of mind. Labeling your account adds emotional weight, equals less temptation to spend. Avoid common excuses. I don't make enough to save. Even $5 a week builds habit and proof. I'll start when I make more. People making $100,000 plus still live paycheck to paycheck. It's not income, it's behavior. I have credit cards for emergencies. That's not an emergency fund, that's debt waiting to happen. Shift your mindset. Start thinking of savings like insurance, not optional luxury. If nothing bad happens, great. If it does, you'll thank yourself for being future-focused. Every dollar in your emergency fund is peace of mind, protection, and power. Be intentional about your emergency fund action plan. Open a high-yield savings account. Automate weekly, monthly transfers. Cancel 1 to 2 small subscriptions. Redirect that cash. Sell something from home. Seed your fund. Don't touch it unless it's truly an emergency. Make it a non-negotiable, like rent, like food. You wouldn't drive without an airbag, so don't build wealth without one either. Because once you have savings, you stop panicking and start planning. Now let's look at another significant factor that can silently shape your entire financial health. It's your credit score. 3 digits that hold serious power. It is your financial reputation, your money report card, and your ticket to opportunity, or a giant red stop sign. What is a credit score? Your credit score is like the GPA of your financial life. It's a number, usually between 300 and 850, that tells lenders, landlords, and sometimes employers how responsible you are with borrowed money. Here's the breakdown. 800 plus equals excellent, 740 to 799 equals very good, 670 to 739 equals good, 580 to 669 equals fair, below 580 equals poor. Now you might be thinking, why does it even matter? Well, let me show you why it can make or break your money game. How credit score affects your financial health. 1. Loan and credit approval. Trying to get a car loan, a mortgage, a credit card? Your score is the first thing lenders check. If it's low, you might be denied. Or you might be approved but with sky-high interest rates. That's money straight out of your pocket. 2. Interest rates. Let's say you borrow $20,000 for a car. With a high credit score, you might get 4% interest. With a low score, it could be 14% or more. That's thousands of dollars extra just for having a weak score. 3. Renting an apartment. Landlords check credit scores too. A bad score can mean higher deposits or just straight-up rejection. Your dream apartment? Gone because of a number. 4. Insurance premiums. Even insurance companies look at credit. They assume a better score equals lower risk. So yes, your credit can impact your car or home insurance rates. Crazy, right? 5. Job opportunities. Some employers, especially in finance, run credit checks. A messy credit report could hurt your chances. They want to know, can you be trusted with responsibility? What hurts your credit score? Let's look at what kills your score, because once you know, you can fight back. Late payments. Even one missed bill can tank your score. Maxing out cards. Using more than 30% of your credit limit? Danger zone. Too many hard inquiries. Applying for too much credit too often? Big red flag. Old debts sent to collections. These are poison for your score. Short credit history. The longer you've been borrowing responsibly, the better. Now let's talk solutions. Whether you're rebuilding or just maintaining a strong score, these are credit score power moves you can start today. 1. Always pay on time. This is the golden rule. Set up autopay, reminders, whatever it takes. Payment history makes up 35% of your score. That's the biggest slice of the pie. 2. Keep your credit utilization low. Credit utilization is how much of your limit you're using. Aim for under 30%, but if you can keep it under 10%, that's baller status. 3. Don't close old accounts. Length of credit history matters. Don't close your oldest credit cards even if you're not using them. They boost your score over time. 4. Diversify your credit. Having a mix, credit cards, a car loan, a student loan, shows you can handle different types of debt. But don't take on debt just for the sake of it. Be strategic. 5. Dispute errors. Mistakes happen. Check your credit reports, from Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, at least once a year. If something is wrong, dispute it. Fixing one error can give your score a major lift. 6. Become an authorized user. Got a friend or family member with great credit? Ask to be added to their card as an authorized user. You don't even need to use the card. Just being on it helps your credit age and payment history. 7. Use credit builder tools. There are credit builder loans and secured credit cards that exist just to help you boost your score. Use them smartly, and they can be game changers. Be patient. Be consistent. Credit doesn't fix overnight, but it does fix. Stick to the plan. Track your progress. And remember, a good credit score doesn't just save you money. It gives you freedom. Freedom to borrow smart, to grow wealth, to build the life you want. Up next, investment. Making your money work for you. This is where the game changes from defense to offense. You can only dig for dollars so long before your back gives out. At some point, you stop working for your money, and your money starts working for you. Welcome to Investing 101. This is the session where you plant seeds now, so you can harvest freedom later. First, let's demystify some of the investment myths. Myth number 1. Investing is only for rich people. Truth. It is how they got rich. Myth number 2. It's too risky. Truth. Not investing is the biggest risk. Myth number 3. I don't know where to start. Truth. After this session, you will. Step 1. Are you ready to invest? Before you begin, make sure you have paid off high-interest debt or aggressively attacking it, built a starter emergency fund, have consistent income. Investing is a long-term game. If you still need to survive today, focus on cash flow first. Step 2. Understand the 3 asset classes. 1. Stocks, equities. You buy a small ownership slice of a company like Apple, Tesla, etc. This grows in value over time, plus dividends. It can go up and down short term. 2. Bonds, debt instruments. You lend money to governments or companies. They pay you interest. Lower return, lower risk. 3. Real estate. Own or invest in property. Rental income plus appreciation. Although this requires more capital plus maintenance, start simple. Focus on stocks first. You can diversify later. Step 3. The power of compound interest. Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Those who understand it, earn it. Those who don't, pay it. Invest $200 a month at 8% over 30 years, equals $300,000. Start 10 years earlier, could be over $450,000. Wait 10 years, you cut your future in half. Time in the market is better than timing the market. Step 4. Pick your investment vehicle. 1. Retirement accounts. Take advantage of 401k plans, offered by your job, tax-deferred, employer often matches, free money, invest directly from paycheck. Roth IRA, individual retirement account, pay taxes now, grows tax-free forever. This is great for young investors. Max Roth IRA in 2025, $7,000 a year. 2. Taxable brokerage account. There is no limits. You can invest at any time. You can withdraw money whenever, but taxes apply on profits. Use this for general wealth building after funding your retirement accounts. Step 5. What should you actually invest in? Index funds, for example, S&P 500. This is a diversified, low-cost passive. You own a piece of 500 top companies. Average return, 8 to 10% year. ETFs, exchange-traded funds. Trade like stocks, act like funds. Examples, VTI, SPY, QQQ. This is great for beginners. Target date retirement funds. Automatically adjusts risk over time. Set it and forget it. If you're unsure, start with VTI, Total U.S. Market, or VOO, S&P 500. Avoid these common mistakes. Timing the market. Day trading without skill. FOMO chasing hot stocks or crypto. Ignoring fees. Watch for expense ratios about a 0.5%. Remember, we're building wealth, not gambling. Step 6. Automate and chill. Set up recurring transfers to your Roth IRA or brokerage. Pick your fund. Invest monthly, no matter what. You don't need to check your portfolio every day. It's not a slot machine. Let it grow while you live your life. Let's recap. The 6 steps to start investing. Be financially stable. Learn the assets, stocks, bonds, real estate. Embrace compound growth. Use retirement and brokerage accounts. Buy broad market funds. Automate and let time do the work. You're not just investing in the market. You're investing in your freedom. Because while money can't buy happiness, it can buy time. And time is what lets you build the life you really want. Thanks for your engagement so far. Before we wrap things up, I just want to take a moment to say a big thank you. The likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions mean the world. Your engagement drives this channel, and as a thank you, I've got 2 powerful bonus factors to share with you, factors that often go unnoticed but can profoundly impact your financial health. These insights are mostly left out in most financial videos. First, your social circle and financial environment. Yes, the people you surround yourself with can directly influence your financial behavior. Sometimes more than you'd expect. The science behind influence. We are social creatures. Studies in behavioral economics have shown that our spending, saving, and investing habits are highly influenced by the people closest to us. Think about it. If your friends are constantly upgrading cars, phones, and vacations, you will feel the pressure to keep up. If your circle talks about investing, business opportunities, or real estate, you'll start thinking in that direction too. Your social circle can either be a financial multiplier or a debt trap disguised as good times. Recognizing toxic money culture. Sometimes we're stuck in friend groups or family systems where debt is normalized, saving is mocked, investing is seen as risky, financial success is envied or ridiculed. These environments are subtle but powerful. You might feel guilty for wanting more or ashamed for making better choices. Over time, this erodes your financial confidence. Surrounding yourself with growth-oriented people. Here's what you can do. Audit your circle. Are your closest friends helping you grow or keeping you stuck? Find financial mentors. Even if you don't know them personally, follow people online who challenge your thinking. Join online communities, Reddit threads, Facebook groups, Discord servers, places where people talk about FIRE, financial independence, retire early, entrepreneurship, or financial literacy. Be the influence. Sometimes you have to be the change. Start the conversation, share a money win, invite a friend to a budget challenge. You'll be surprised how many people are craving the same direction. Your environment shapes your identity. If you want to change your financial future, change who you talk money with. In terms of geographic and environmental factors, let's talk about something you might not associate with personal finance: where you live. Your zip code can predict your wealth. Studies have shown that your geographic location can influence income opportunities, cost of living, access to education and healthcare, taxes and housing prices, even how long you live. A $70,000 salary in New York City is not the same as $70,000 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. One might barely cover rent, while the other allows for saving and investing. Consider cost of living versus quality of life. Many people chase big city dreams, higher salaries, more prestige, but forget to factor in the expenses: rent, commute costs, food and entertainment, higher taxes. Sometimes, relocating to a smaller city or suburb gives you the same income but dramatically lowers your expenses, allowing you to save, invest, and breathe. Job markets are region-specific. Different regions specialize in different industries. For instance, San Francisco tech, Houston energy, Los Angeles entertainment, Washington, D.C. government and policy. Living in the right city can open doors. If you're in the wrong city for your field, your growth will be limited. Remote working is a game changer. Since 2020, the rise of remote work has uncoupled income from location. You can now earn a New York salary while living in a low-cost town, work for international companies from anywhere, save on commuting and housing. But there's a catch. Companies are catching on and adjusting salaries based on your location, so the window of opportunity may be closing. Environmental risks, the hidden cost. Where you live can also expose you to natural disasters. Hurricanes in Florida, wildfires in California, floods in parts of the Midwest. These risks affect home insurance premiums, emergency costs, property values. Always factor these into your financial planning. Taxes and regulations. Some states, like Texas and Florida, have no state income tax. Others, like California and New York, have high tax burdens. This can drastically affect how much of your paycheck you actually keep. Also consider regulations. Is it easy to start a business? Are there incentives for investing in real estate? These vary state to state and can be leveraged to your advantage. The second bonus factor is health and well-being as financial assets. Most people separate physical health from financial health, but they're deeply connected. Consider the cost of poor health. Poor health leads to more medical expenses, time off work, lower productivity, missed opportunities for income. Whether it's untreated chronic illness or stress-induced burnout, these are silent wealth killers. Preventive health is financial strategy. Being healthy isn't just about feeling good, it's about protecting your earning potential. Think of these as long-term investments: regular checkups, fitness and exercise, nutrition and hydration, sleep and mental health hygiene. Keep a tight lid on your insurance gaps and risk exposure. Many people overlook this one. Having insufficient or no insurance can instantly derail years of financial progress. Ensure you have health insurance that actually covers your needs, life insurance if others depend on your income, disability insurance in case illness affects your earning power. Your energy is your greatest currency. Your ability to think clearly, stay focused, and execute on goals is driven by your well-being. The higher your energy, the better your decision-making. The more consistent your routines, the greater your resilience. You can have all the tools, budgets, investments, side hustles, but if your body is exhausted or your mind is foggy, your financial performance will suffer. Career stability and growth potential are other factors that can affect your financial health. Let's start with your career, because whether you're 22 or 52, this one is constantly evolving, and so should your plan around it. What is career stability and growth potential? Career stability is how likely you are to keep your job consistently over time, while growth potential is about your opportunities to earn more, take on higher roles, and expand your income streams. Why does this matter? Because your income is the engine of your financial life. If it stalls, or worse, disappears, everything from saving to investing to paying rent gets affected. The career trap. Stuck in a comfort zone. A lot of people fall into what I call the comfort trap. You land a decent job, the pay is okay, the commute isn't horrible, and it's not soul-crushing. So you stick with it. For years. But here's the problem. Comfort doesn't equal growth. If your role hasn't evolved, your skills aren't advancing, and your responsibilities haven't shifted in 5 years, chances are your income isn't either. And in a world with inflation, that's a slow but steady financial decline. The fast-changing job market. Let's be real. Industries get disrupted overnight. Think about what happened to taxi drivers with the rise of Uber. What about retail workers with e-commerce? Even some banking roles with automation. Jobs that once seemed solid are now disappearing, while others we hadn't heard of 10 years ago are booming, like data science, UX design, and AI, prompt engineering. What happens when you ignore career planning? Let's imagine two people. Person A gets a $60,000 job at 25 and stays in it with 3% raises per year. By 40, they're making around $90,000. Person B starts at the same $60,000, but every 3 to 5 years they change roles, gain certifications, and negotiate raises. By 40, they're earning $150,000 and have stock options. That $60,000 difference isn't just about ego, it's about compounding. That extra income helps person B pay off debt faster, invest earlier, afford better healthcare, take smarter risks, like starting a business or investing in real estate. How to future-proof your career. 1. Audit your skills annually. Ask yourself, are my skills in demand? Are they easily replaceable? Can AI or automation do this? If yes to the last one, it's time to pivot. 2. Upskill strategic. 3. Build a career map. Instead of drifting job to job, sketch a plan. Where do I want to be in 5 years? What roles can get me there? Who's already doing what I want? And how did they get there? 4. Network relentlessly. Career growth is often less about talent and more about visibility. Attend industry events, join LinkedIn groups, or simply reach out to people in roles you admire. Stability can become stagnation. There's a big myth that stability equals safety. But in the job market, staying put too long without growth can be dangerous. Stagnation leads to decreasing market value, missed opportunities, lower confidence when layoffs hit. It's okay to be loyal, but never at the cost of your potential. To wrap it all up, your career is the most powerful wealth-building tool you have. Don't let it stagnate. Your location isn't just about lifestyle, it's a financial strategy. Choose it intentionally. Financial health isn't just about how well you budget, it's about how smartly you earn and where you choose to live. If you want to level up your financial life, start by looking at the foundation, your income engine and the soil it's planted in. As we hit the last part of our bonus factors, I would like to encourage you to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's one career move or location change you've made or are thinking of making for your financial future? The last but not the least factor that affects your financial health is financial literacy and planning. Knowledge is power, they say. If you don't understand money, it's easy to make costly mistakes. Start by having a clear understanding of assets and liabilities, interest rates and retirement accounts, and how inflation affects the economy and the cash in the bank. Set up a plan, have goals, and map out strategies that should cover emergency savings, budgeting, investments, and insurances, etc. This process keeps everything in plain sight. Franklin Benjamin stated that an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. You don't need 40 years to build wealth. You need a plan, a system, and the discipline to execute. Have a 10-year plan? Because 10 years is short enough to feel urgent, but long enough to completely transform your life. The key is in compounding, consistency, clarity. Let's break it down. Year 1 to 2, Foundation. 1. Mindset mastery. Adopt an abundance mindset. Remove limiting beliefs around money. Build systems for gratitude, vision, and goal setting. Tools that can be useful to you are daily journaling plus affirmations. 2. Debt destruction. Pay off high-interest consumer debt. Use the avalanche or snowball method. Avoid new bad debt at all costs. Your goal is to achieve zero credit card debt by end of year 2. 3. Budgeting and tracking. Use apps to track every dollar. Categorize spending into needs, wants, and growth. Set a self-challenge, 90-day spending detox. Year 3 to 4, acceleration. Emergency fund plus insurance. 6 months of expenses saved. Set health, term life, and disability insurance in place. Consider wills and basic estate documents and complete them. Peace of mind. Increased risk tolerance. Career optimization. Remember to negotiate your salary yearly. Acquire high return on investment skills. Consider switching companies every 2 to 3 years for max income. Goal: double your income in 5 years. Automated investing. Max out Roth IRA, 401k, HSA. Invest in low-cost index funds, for example VTI, VTSAX. Automate contributions monthly. Rule: save invest 50% plus of all raises and bonuses. Year 5 to 7. Leverage target home ownership or real estate. Buy only if staying 5+ years. House hack if possible. Rent part of your property. Consider small multifamily rentals. Real estate equals wealth accelerator if done right. Side hustles or business. Build scalable income outside your 9 to 5. Reinvest profits into assets. Your goal is to achieve a $1,000 a month in passive or semi-passive income by year 7. 9. Tax optimization. Learn how to legally minimize taxes. Use Roth strategies and deductions. Track every expense related to income. A dollar saved in taxes equal dollar earned tax-free. Year 8 to 10. Freedom design. 10. Fine number locked in. Track net worth monthly. Know your 25 times number. Adjust lifestyle if needed to accelerate timeline. Use FIRE calculators, for example, NerdWallet, Smart Asset. 11. Simplify, automate, delegate. Eliminate low-value tasks. Automate bills, investing, donations. Delegate what drains your time or energy. More bandwidth equals more breakthroughs. 12. Design your post-FI life. Think of travel, passion projects, service, mini-retirements. What will your days look like when work is optional? Build toward that lifestyle now. Don't wait 10 years to start living your real life. Here are your wealth toolkit. Here are the top tools to help you execute. Budgeting. Consider YNAB, Monarch, Pocket Guard. Investing. Consider Fidelity, Vanguard, M1 Finance. Tracking. Consider Personal Capital, Tiller, Empower. Read personal finance books like The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel, Your Money or Your Life, Vicki Robin. I Will Teach You to Be Rich, Ramit Sethi, Set for Life, Scott Trench. Follow trusted experts and listen to podcasts that teach on the need to set clear financial goals. Allocate some time in a day or week to build your financial knowledge. This will increase your financial confidence and success. The process may be slow, but will be surely. Improving your financial health isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. Pick one of these areas to focus on this week. Just one, and you'll already be moving in the right direction. In 10 years, your life can look unrecognizable in the best way. You can be free, you can be wealthy, you can have enough. But it starts with a decision, today. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys time, and time lets you build the life that does. Action challenge. Before you close this video, do these 3 things. 1. Write your FI number. 2. Automate one investment account. 3. Schedule a monthly wealth day, 1 hour per month to review and reflect. If you find this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.